Welcome back to Trading Wars. Today I'm going to be showing the day trading recap for SPY, FUBO, and MRVL. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. All right, so first thing is let's start off with the P&L on the day. So not a bad day. I got in on MES this morning and took a loss on Marvel, which we'll talk about, and had a nice winner in FUBO, which I'm currently swinging as well. So that's pretty good day. Two winners and one loser. So I'm very, very happy about that. So let's start off with SPY and let's look at the opportunities. So the first thing is we have to draw the previous day's high and low. So you guys know that I do that every day. So here's the previous day's high and the previous day's, here's the previous day's low. Here's the previous day's high. So the first candle is here at 9:30, and it's clear that we're opening within the previous day's range. Okay. But something very important today, if we go to the daily chart, so just ignore all my write-ups and let's look at the previous day. So the previous day was actually an inside day. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that whenever we have an inside day, the next day we're likely to break out of that range. So if you look back at all the inside days, I'm sorry, my chart's a little bit messy, but if you look back at all the inside days on SPY, you'll see that the next day usually breaks through the range. It's very, very rare to have a double inside day. Okay. So with that assumption, when we come to the 5-minute chart, I'm expecting either the low or the high of the previous days to be broken, but I don't know which one it's going to be. Okay. So the first thing that I do is using my limit system, we draw the fib from the low to the high. We look at the price action near the bottom, and we had an entry right here. This is from my limit system, my algo limit system. I didn't take this trade because I was day trading FUBO and Marvel, but this was a clear winner today for the first play in my limit system. So the entry was right around here. The stop was below the low. And then this one we hit 2R just barely. Okay. So that was a setup on that one. But what I did in MES today was I just played very patiently and I saw this nice inside bar. So for the complete rules and everything of how I trade inside bars, check out my website. But basically, I just went long right above this inside bar, stop below the low, and I hit 3R, boom, pretty quickly. So I took it off at 3, which was a really good call by me because it ended up reversing later on in the day. So I made my 3R there. So I'm starting off the year risking $100 per trade. And that's why you see there, I'm seeing my profit was 295. So that's 3R. So I'm risking $100 per trade just to start off the year. It'll get bigger as the year goes on, but I want to build some cushion before I start risking more money. All right. So that's SPY. Let's talk about my other big winner, FUBO. So like most of you guys know, I'm doing these daily scanner watches. So FUBO was the one from yesterday where basically I scanned the market for inside daily closes, and I use that to find opportunities for day trades. So if we look at FUBO on the daily chart, yesterday we had an inside bar close. And today I noticed in the pre-market that it was gapping up above the previous day's high and low. So that gave me confidence that there was going to be a lot of momentum in FUBO. Okay. So let me clean up my chart and tell you guys how I played it. So because we were gapping up above the resistance, I wanted to be long. I wanted to stay in the direction of the gap because I'm more comfortable trading in that direction. I don't really like trading reversals on gaps. I really like trading with the gap. So what I did was, if we can look at this gap, just this full gap up from the last bar to the first bar, we can see we have this much area, right? So the question is, how do you get involved? So what I do, I take my Fibonacci, I go from the close to the high of the first 5-minute bar. And today I actually really, really nailed the entry today. So I got long right on the 50%, and I'll show you guys that later. And I put a stop below the 886. So I should have actually had my stop a little bit tighter, probably on the 786, but I wanted to give it more room just in case it wanted to do any weird things and chop around. But anyways, the way that I played that is when we got up to 2R here, I took off 75% of my position. So that way I would guarantee to lock in 1.5R. And now I am swinging the rest of this position. So wish me luck, guys, on how this one turns out. I'm going to share with you guys where I get on this. The reason I want to swing it is because if I look at the daily chart, there is a lot of shorts that have been squeezed. We can see that. And hopefully we get 1 or 2 more days of green. And then I'll be looking to cover the rest of my position. So with MRVL, this was the same thing. So here was the previous day's high right here. So we gapped up above the previous day's high. And this one, I did the same play. And as you can see here, we kind of fell in. We broke through the gap, stopped me out, and then we reversed up. So I have my stop loss right here. And unfortunately, I got poked out, which is a part of the game. Otherwise, if I didn't get stopped out, I would have been break even on this trade today. So anyways, I took the loss. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And then again, here's a recap. So MES took that in the morning, MRVL right there, the loss, and FUBO closed that 75%. And I'm still holding a few shares into tomorrow. Okay. And then over here, we have the scanner for tomorrow. I really like the setups tomorrow. We have AMD, PLTR, Twitter, MU, GameStop, Target, and Monster. I'm really excited for that tomorrow. So here's how the AMD chart looks, and here is the Target. So Target looks pretty crazy. And the thing with these stocks is if they squeeze, they can keep squeezing. So we don't try to call the tops. We just ride the momentum. So as always, though, we'll have to see where the open is tomorrow for me to better gauge how I want to day trade those. So thank you very much. And I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. And overall, pretty good day. January has been very good for me, my system, my students. And I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I'm getting and the fact that I can just keep learning. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we will chat tomorrow.